Got a new setup today. I've redone my green screen, so we got a little bit more room on this side, less on the back side. Should have a little bit clearer too. So still working on some improvements on this side of things for this live stream. We're going to be going over Linux gaming a little bit. It's been a little bit since I touched on that. I made it an ultimate Linux gaming guy. We might try to expand and improve on today. And then just kind of go over, news stories, that type of thing as well. It's been a pretty wild last couple weeks. I'm sorry about the irregularities in the live stream. We had LTX a couple weeks ago. Then we had I was away out of town in Austin for an entire week. And then finally, I'm back in the studio. So actually good audio again for today's stream. And should be a good one. So we'll hit up everything. Let me pull up chat here. Oh man, it has been a wild ride. Oh man, 1 second here. Let me man, we are ready to do some live streaming. There's a couple things going on right now. This is an old standard Debian one for the actual gaming on Linux thing. I might switch this over to Arch. As Debian, I've noticed, like, trying to install Baldur's Gate 3, for some odd reason I keep getting corrupted files after every single update. And I've tried to like wipe out the drive, create a whole new partition table, whole new partition. And for whatever reason, whether it's an update to Steam, whether it's something with Debian in this iteration of Steam, every single time it gets to the end here, it always just says corrupt update.files. A weird bug. Quite annoying for a 100 gig download and game that wants to redo it every time. So I don't know what's going on there. I've tried to verifying, I've tried wiping out and creating a whole new drive, a lot of things. This just keeps happening. So kind of a crappy bug. So we might address that as well. But first, let's check in. Yeah, OpenSUSE. Yeah, OpenSUSE, Debian. We could try Steam Flatpak version and see if that maybe makes a difference. It could be the Deb installer. I'm really starting to get to the point where I really like Flatpak a lot. So, yeah. Windows Gaming Yeah, I think if you're a hardcore gamer, you have to just do like a gaming VM with the PCI pass-through or just dual boot Windows. That also works as well. I think those are two very good alternatives. Whether you want to dual boot, whether you just want to do a Flatpak, I think that's a little bit better. I'm shocked at how good the Steamdeck is. Like, the Steamdeck and SteamOS, they do a great job, and I think that's because they do an immutable file system, and most of the extra packages you add to it is all Flatpak. So they do a really, really good job with that. So that's been great. Alrighty. As far as Linux gaming, I think if we go christitus.com, that's where I put all my articles. Gaming guide. Oh, I'm getting ads? No, put ad blocker on. All right. I have this old Ultimate Linux Gaming Guide I did back in 2020. This needs to be updated. It's been a little bit, and this has changed drastically. I want to say the apt repository is no longer needed for NVIDIA, and also installing Steam has changed a bit as well. So, a couple other things like ACO compiling for AMD is no longer needed. This actually should be, I think, a little different. I think I'm going to actually change this to just Debian instead of Ubuntu based, as I don't really like this method where I just want Arch and Debian based stuff. So I think overhauling this gaming guide. And eSync is actually, when you copy it, all major distributions have changed on this as well. So if you actually look at the ulimit, it's all set to 1 million. So that used to be set to like 5,000 or something. But yeah, they changed that up, so you no longer need to do that tweak. Game mode, I think it has an official library as well. So you can actually sudo apt install game mode, I think. Let's see. Yeah, so game mode, you don't have to add any repositories for anymore. Just like non-free and contrib. So contrib and non-free usually get you what you need. So you don't even need to do any of this anymore. What else is there? Custom Proton. I probably would switch from this C Proton script. While this still works, using like Flatpak would probably be the best way, because there is an app called Proton Qt. So Proton Up Qt. This is a great way of grabbing the new glorious egg rolls. So if you haven't used this before, I think we've already installed it on this machine. Let's go Flatpak list. And we have Proton Up Qt right there. So if we launch Proton Up, you can actually see you have this 8.11. You can go show game list. Oh, so you can actually switch that to compatibility tool. This one, Proton stable, is fine. So you can apply that, which is great. But you can also add versions and pick a specific glorious egg roll, or you can switch a Boxtron, Lux Torpedia, Proton TKG. There's a lot of other cool ones in Steam Tinker Launch. They all have kind of custom compatibility tools. This is really the way to do it now, instead of just using that one GitHub one. So a couple things have happened in the last couple years to make Linux gaming a lot better. And I want to kind of get it to a point where it's a little bit more tried and true, so we don't have this kind of thing happening. So I keep running into this problem. I think what we'll do is just delete it. And so apt purge Steam. And is Steam actually, let's exit, shut it down. So apt list installed, grep Steam. So we have Steam-installer installed. So let's apt purge Steam installer, and that should be good. Yeah, and it's really kind of amazing. Like I said, my Steam Deck works all the time. Like, I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 on my Steam Deck. I do use the latest version of Proton, and also some in-game tweaks where I take down like shadows a little bit, and also modify, oh gosh, what was it? I can't remember. There was one other thing I did to make it a little bit cleaner. And it still doesn't look great. It's still a little bit muddy, but it's a lot better for scaling and those types of things. I think on the AMD FSR, I put it to ultra quality, and that's actually pretty good for performance and look on the Steam Deck. Let's see here. One of the games currently playing fully Proton, and it is broken in the most hilarious way. All the pre-rendered cutscenes would have audio, and then a different random cutscene. Oh, that's hilarious. Fixed in Proton 8.11. Okay, that's good. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, so I think what we'll do is remove Steam here. Let's install the Flatpak version. Flatpak has really been quite good for me lately. So let's just see what Steam running in Flatpak looks like. We'll go FlatHub. And reload. Let's go Steam. And I want to see if it still has the same problem. So let's just do a I like to always manually do it. Everyone has their own preference, but you know me, I'm kind of a CLI junkie. That's why I really love Linux, to be honest with you. So let's see what this looks like. And I should have probably looked to see if that Steam installer made some weird deb packages. So let's see. With that done, if we go Steam, see, we got double versions of Steam installed. So the Steam installer did install like a weird version of Steam. Well, how do we fix that? Sudo apt list grep Steam. Just to see, what do we have installed here? See, none of it's actually installed. So the Steam installer just directly installs the binaries. I bet it puts it like in bin, maybe? Let's see. Do we have Steam? Let's just ll grep Steam. Huh. Where would that be? No. F Steam. Okay. So we do have a .steam with almost all of those patches, which, I guess we blow out that. So let's just do rmrf.steam. Let's do an asterisk. All right, let's do find Steam. We do still have some leftovers of Steam in .local share Vulkan. Icons trash is all that. Okay, great. So trash CLI. Actually, I think if we just do like Thunar, it shows the trash. I think I can just empty this. Let's see, what does this look like? We still have .config Steam Tinkerer launcher. Probably blow all of that out too. Yeah. Steam Tinkerer launch. I wonder when did I add that? Modding MO2. What was MO2? What game is that, I wonder? I can't remember. Well, let's just I don't want to leave any reminiscences there, so let's just go .config Steam Tinker launch. Bam. And look at Thunar. We're gonna just empty this out. Should be close to it. All right, so we have a TLDR, which is fine. We'll leave that. Some Steam extension I have. A couple icons for the bootloader. More TLDR, some Lutris stuff, icons, and then a Vulkan, just a couple JSON files. I feel like all that's pretty good. Yeah. Mod Organizer 2. Skyrim or Fallout. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I needed. So that's what MO2 was. I was probably using it to mod probably Fallout. I'm a big Fallout guy. I do love me some Skyrim too. I did see that there's this new mod. I don't know how many nerds there are that love Fallout New Vegas, but you guys got to check out this. Fallout New Vegas multiplayer. I saw this. I'm going to try and get like my good friend. We're going to play some multiplayer Fallout New Vegas. Just came out in May. But there's a multiplayer co-op mode that you can jump into the New Vegas world, maybe take down Mr. House together kind of thing. Oh, dude. That looks dope. So that's an interesting find. It's one of my favorite games of all time was Fallout New Vegas. I love the story and like all the different paths you could go down. It's one of probably my favorite Fallout. And that's cool. I can't wait to kind of mess around with that too. Oh, yeah, I don't know if it's still demo only or not, but yeah. Oh my gosh. So let's go here and go Steam. Let's see what happens when we launch it. Steam input devices U drives don't seem to be installed. Steam device packages. Okay. So let's just sudo apt install Steam devices. Let's see what this does. Okay, so Steam devices are there. Should be fine by the time this updates. Probably should have done that beforehand. Right now we're just kind of workshopping what a new Debian install looks like for Steam. Using Steam installer, I'm gonna probably not recommend. I'm kind of want to see what the Flatpak looks like. I want to see one, if we can add our thing and actually update without it corrupting Baldur's Gate 3. Because that's what I'm currently running into problems with. All right, there we go. So yeah, let's participate. Yeah, submit my results. Add to the Linux numbers in here. Okay, so that's all good. We got that going. Let's go to library. What does this look like? And storage. Let's add data. Select. Did that work? We don't have proper permission to add that library yet. So there's a really cool way to get around this. Let's go back to FlatHub, and there's something called Flatseal. And we can modify Flatseal, I think it is. FlatHub, Flatseal, whatever. I don't know, maybe their search was broken or something. Anyways, we'll just take that here, drop it into install. Flatpak update? What's going on? Invalid checksum? Okay. Maybe you just need an update. So we'll update this. Org.gnome platform. Error pulling from repo by pulling runtime or corrupt file object. Feel like something's up with my drive. Maybe the corruption was happening on my main drive here. I mean, I have wiped this drive out like 50 times. I mean, I don't know. Every live stream, it seems like I wipe out this drive. Damn. Really? Can XFS drive check maybe? I don't know. I've never done a drive check on XFS. Drive check. Check and repair. All right, yeah. This is rel, so probably a little bit different format, but I kind of want to just see... Oh, corrupting the XF file system. I probably won't use XFS again. I did notice that I think the project went depreciated for this file system and is now fallen into a maintenance mode only. The lead developer, I want to say, has moved on to greener pastures. So probably shouldn't use XFS anymore, guys. I've always liked it. I thought it was probably one of the fastest ones. Probably BetterFS or ext4. ext4 is always like the tried and true, man. But I still love BetterFS. But no more XFS. I feel like that's just asking for problems. Yeah. Dang. So now it's, yeah, mainly now if you're looking for file things, you want that. So if we do a sudo blkid, you can see we have our Windows partitions, which are NFS, of course. We have our main one, which is Debian, which is NVMe E0. You'll notice those are XFS because, I don't know, I hate myself. And then SDA is like my Vintoy set on like an SSD drive, just running exFAT, which is good and very, very compatible with everything. This data partition set as ext4. And then these drives look like blank drives with just a plain GPT partition scheme. And that's it. I'm pretty sure my XFS is hosed, though. Well, let's try and repair XFS. This has kind of gone down a weird rabbit hole, but repair. What are we looking at? Do we just repair? Probably do like a dev. Let's see. What do we got? Let's go lsblk. Our root is on NVMe E0 N1 P2, so we can try a repair, but it's probably going to want it offline, I'd imagine. So let's just do a dev NVMe E0 N1 P2. Let's see. Contains a mounted file system and writable file system. Cannot initialize XFS binary. That's kind of what I've figured. Let's go to Parted Magic and try it there. Yeah, shoot, man. All right. We'll see if I can't hit this and get something a little better. All right. Let's go F8. And we're going to just push into our Vintoy. Try to boot into like a live environment. And then we can run the repair. I'm thinking there's some corruption on this drive. One, I just have, you know, it's going to happen as you format as much as I do. Let's try this out. Oh, you know what? I did G-parted. That was a mistake. I probably should have done Parted Magic, which is kind of like my good go-to for a recovery live environment. So we can try G-parted though. Well, let's try and start it automatically. 4.19 is kind of an old kernel. It may not have compatibility with the 5700 XT I have. We'll see. Will I break Debian? Probably. Will I do it? Yeah. Usually. Oh, yeah. Discord invite? For sure. Let me, well, let me reboot. Oh, man. Well, let's come back into the firmware manager, and I think we can just do F8 to select the boot menu. Hear the beep, and then just tap some F8. Tap F8. Let's see if F8 gives me a boot menu. Maybe? Hey, all right, cool. F8. let's come back in here. We'll try Parted Magic this time. Parted Magic usually never fails me. Yeah, that's a recent version, 2021. Probably need to get the new version. I think it's like $8 or something. And I'm too lazy to make my own live environment. Ooh, Bud, you got the same board as me, the X5700 or 5070p. It's a cheaper board, so it's still a good board. It's like $100, 140. Darth, thanks for the Prime. Are we gonna get a screen? Maybe not. Ah, well, how do I want to fix this? Damn it. Well, all right. That's no good. Oh, I redid my green screen too, so this should be better. Dang it. Come on. See, it's much more even now. I got more room to run. Oh, man. I don't know. On my motherboards, I'm not sure what my favorite is. It's definitely not Asus. I had issues with ASRock as well, so I'm not a big ASRock guy. MSI is like a little bit above those two. Gigabyte's pretty... It's kind of in the same realm as MSI to me. Like, Gigabyte motherboards have treated me pretty good, but I've also had like a gamer motherboard from Gigabyte that sucked balls. I remember the USB ports kept giving me issues. It had... it still worked, but it had like faulty power delivery through the USB, or very, very like, I tried to run like 2 or 3 cameras from like an Oculus, like CV1 model, and it was just, it did not handle it very well. So, man, I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's one motherboard brand I'd actually recommend instead of just talking shit about them all. But Rogue is the best. Or yeah, probably. I mean, Gigabyte's probably closer to the top. I mean, geez, I mean, this is gonna sound, this is such a cop-out answer, but you know what? I don't mind like the super micro motherboards. I know they're not flashy and they don't have all the cool whiz-bang features these kids like these days, but damn it, those super micro motherboards, you know, I can't say I've ever had a bad one that didn't do what I wanted. Some of them looked ugly, but they always performed pretty well, I think above a lot of the residential crap. So, I don't know, maybe super motherboard towards the top? I'm not a hardware guy, I'm just thinking out loud here. I guess let's just go back into Debian. Dang. Yeah, I'll try that arc, man, see if I can't repair. All right. Sporting some rainbow colors here, all right. What am I gonna do? Let's try XFS repair. Let's try that -R, man. Let's see if we can do like a live command repair. Device is a file. Maximum memory, no modified. Real time is -R. Maybe it's a lowercase r. I don't think that'll work, but repair dangerously. Let's do it. Oh yeah, it's not gonna work. Contains a mounted and writable file system. Now, damn. So you can't even run an XFS repair on a live system, huh? All right then. Well then, XFS repair on live on mounted system. Okay, so XFS kind of sucks then. You can probably do, yeah, it wants to perform a dry run with the -in. Yeah, we gotta boot in. You know what? I bet the Arch one would probably be able to see this. Let's just boot into Arch. I bet it has loaded by default. Let's try that, because it won't give us a GUI, but we don't need a GUI for a repair. So let's try that. Yeah. I just saw chat. Charge is like, hey, just use Arch. Yeah, I like it. It's a good idea. I don't know, man. I go in these phases between Debian and Arch. I think I'm on the backswing. I'm on the backswing to Arch now. It happens to me all the time. But Arch is, you know, actually an incredible live ISO. So even if you do Debian like I'm right here, you know, I think we can just load into an Arch ISO and run XFS repair. We might need to do like a pack, I don't think, not packstrap, but I think we can just install XFS utils if it doesn't already exist. All right, let's just go Arch install. Yeah, I mean, Arch can be so good. And honestly, like the Steamdeck's an immutable version of Arch, so I mean, there's ways to do it really well. I think the big thing is just staying away from the AUR. Anytime you start dipping into AUR, it really screws up an Arch system. When you get in there too much or you install really big packages, it can be very bad. And you know what it is? It's trying to boot into 4K. I know what's happening. 1 second. I bought this cheap converter that's 1080p only. That should be pretty good. Let's see. I'm gonna try a new converter and hopefully this looks identical to this one. Oh no, this one's a V9. Okay, let's try it. 1 second, guys. I'll just go here, go there. Let's see. Yeah. Oh no! Does that do anything? Shoot. I don't think that did anything. Alright. Maybe, it's this one too. Huh. Well, no, 1 second. I'm gonna just, let's try this. I'm gonna rewire a few things here. 1 second. Alright. Does that give me anything? Ah, hell. Ah, let's try a reboot, maybe. Let's just make sure it actually works. Yeah, I got a different splitter this time that only supports 1080p, and my hope is my switcher will auto downscale to 1080p because it sees the switcher at that. Okay, it's better. Okay, let's try and go into our BIOS again. Hey, Magnus, thanks for the Prime, man. 8 months, hell yeah. Yeah, my Minecraft one. Me and my daughter actually started playing Minecraft again. Let's exit that. On the old Titus Craft server, minecraft.christitus.com. Yeah, it's cool though. And I created an anarchy world using portals. The inventory is completely separate from the standard world, and the anarchy world I ramped up the spawns. So if you jump in, it's gonna be like, dude, it's gonna be so insane. I think I got it up to, it'll spawn up to 100 monsters within just like a couple blocks of you. So it'll be very difficult, I think is what I was going for. Hey, hey, that looks very promising. Nice. All right. So let's just try XFS. Hell yeah, look at that. God bless. I love Arch sometimes. It is just the way to go. On sometimes for just standard repair. Oh, let's see if we can set font. Let's see. Usually we can do like a LS, just so everybody sees what's happening. KBD, console fonts. Yeah, here we go. See, they already add Terminus fonts now. Chalk up another one to the Arch community because that should be done on every freaking Linux ISO known to man. These are such good fonts, which you're about to see. So the standard font is what you see on every ISO. And then we get the King Kong. Yes, Terminus fonts that don't suck. All right, cool. No man behind the curtain. Nice. Oh, that was a tier 2 sub. Oh, God. I'm sorry, man. Thank you for the correction. You know me, I have a hard time reading. Oh man. All right. 8 months. That's awesome. I still love live streaming. I say that every live stream, but it's just the best. So our thing that really is bad is NVMe E0N1 P2 is an XFS. So if we do a BLK ID, you don't need sudo there. That was silly of me. But if you look at P2 E0, you can see it's XFS. So let's do an XFS repair dev NVMe 0 N1 P2 and see what happens. I don't see any issues there. Verify correct link counts. Moving disconnected inodes. Resetting contents. That was quick. Alright, well, that repair was the quickest repair ever. You know, I kind of want to do like a dash in just to see. Does that give me anything special? No, that's just the same thing. That was a dash in gives you a dry run. I feel like there's something else there. Repair. What else is there? Well, there's nothing there I think I would probably do other than repair dangerous. You guys want to do a dangerous repair? Let's do a dangerous repair. I mean, that doesn't sound like something you should do, so let's go ahead and do it. A dangerous repair with -D. Repair it dangerously. N1 P2. All right, dangerous repair. Oh, all right, let's try to reboot and see if we get it. Oh yeah, the NFS drivers on Linux has gotten considerably better in recent years. They open sourced some of it and added commits Microsoft did to the Linux kernel. So it is a lot better now, which is great. All right, will it actually boot? Hey, that seemed to boot faster actually. So maybe there was just something hanging out there. Let's go Steam. Were we having problems launching Steam? I can't remember. All right, log in. Oh, that's right. I think we're trying to load the file system and it just wasn't loading for me. We'll see. All right, this looks good. So let's just, let's fly over to storage in our settings menu. Let's try to add data like this. That didn't add because the Flatpak doesn't have permissions. So what I was looking for, if we go Flatpak list, this is what we have. Let's do an update. Nothing to do. All the updates are done. Correct? Maybe. Let's launch into our browser. We'll go Flatseal from FlatHub. We'll grab that install. This Flatseal can give us extra permissions to our Flatpak, which Steam is definitely going to need. So let's see if this gives us problems again. This failed last time on the GNOME platform. Maybe it's something silly like that. That'd be cool. All right, yeah, that did work. All right, so we have Flatseal now. Let's just quit out of that. Launch Flatseal. And we're gonna just pick Steam up and we're gonna just change some permissions in Steam. I mean, as bad as this sounds, I kind of want to just let them, I'm going to give them permission to go and change these things. Except SSH. I'm not going to allow Steam SSH, smart cards, printing system, GPG agent, direct. Sure, why not? Ooh, that's like GPGs where packages get signed. So if it wants to sign and install a package, this allows Steam to do it. GPU acceleration, sure. Syscalls, CAN bus. Sure. Let's just throw CAN bus in there. Should I allow it access to everything? Screw it. Just give it all access. Just everything. Bam. Just go wild, Steam. Take over my whole system if you want. You don't typically ever want to do this, by the way, but as a troubleshooting measure of adding this, if I was just going to add and wanted to isolate this down, I probably would just go other files, click the add button, and then put like media data like that and click out, enter. Is that going to work? Change by user. Yeah. So I would probably do that if you want to be responsible. However, we all know I'm not responsible. So that's why I did it the way I did it. But the proper way would be just adding the data directory. So with that done, let's come back to Steam. Let's see if we have storage issues again. If we do, then it's a permissions issue that we can explore. So we're going to just want to add that data directory. Still had problems, huh? Well then, let's launch into our browser, come into data. Can we create a folder? Let's just see. We have permission. Move to trash. All right, fine. We have that. So why Steam? Let's just exit out. We'll relaunch. Maybe the permissions haven't updated because we didn't relaunch. Yeah, chat's screaming at me. Reboot it. Restart Steam. So let's see if the restart affects. I bet it would relaunch with the proper permissions now. Maybe. No. Nothing running from Steam in there. Do we have anything from Flatpak going? Not really. Nothing too crazy there. Oh, why is it giving me problems? Steam? Having problems launching Steam. Okay. Flatpak list. We have Steam right there. Let's just do a Flatpak run and we'll just manually run it. Anytime you have a program in Linux that doesn't run when you're trying to launch from like a menu, just run it directly from here. Found file system, blah, blah, blah. Error. Refusing to launch in order to prevent issues. If you added an overwrite with some access to file system above, please remove it. So probably home and host need to be removed because Steam's like, hey, I don't want this responsibility. I don't want all these permissions. Good guy Steam, man. They're like, hey, you set it up wrong, you noob. Just a fancy way of doing it. So let's fix that. Let's just remove home and host and exit that out. This is really the only thing it should have file system access to. Let's see if that now. Yeah, that was it. But a good pro tip for launching programs in Linux. If you ever have problems, you're like, what the hell? It doesn't launch. It's probably trying to launch. It has an error message. It's just not showing that error message. And it's gone. All right, so let's push that over into here. Come back into this one. Now, let's see about adding that setting, storage. All right, data, add. There it is. Nice. Great. All right, so let's come back into here. That looks good. Before we do anything crazy, one other issue about this storage that I wanted to take a look at. On the data, typically what I like to do is add like a separate drive. Like this is 1 terabyte SSD I have that I just want to throw games on. And I like tossing all my stuff on there and then go and make default. That's probably something I'd add to our list as well. So with that done, let's come over here, go resume, and let it go. Reserving space and transferring. Let's see if this bombs out on us again and gives us like corrupt files. It'd be hilarious if we did all that for naught. So far it's looking good. But the big test is the Baldur's Gate, because that thing has just been a nightmare trying to get working. All right, it's going to go through verification. That usually does take about 20 minutes. Let's just hang out and chat, answer some questions, whatever you guys want. Yes. Is Linux better? Not for gaming. I still like gaming in Linux when possible. I still enjoy it because I just enjoy kind of making it my own. And that's what Linux is good for. But Windows will definitely treat you better for the average user. What was your tinkering with Steamdeck? I mentioned to reinstall the whole system or add a few packages. Most of it was installing Nix on that Magnus. So like with Steamdeck, dude, adding Nix was huge because Flatpak is great, but a little limiting sometimes. And Nix really brings it to the full front. And I want to say, you don't even need to follow my video because the Steam team has brought Nix into Flatpak. Excuse me. Steam has brought to SteamOS Nix support. So it's a lot easier than when I did it because I was creating like user-based systemd services to do the mounting of the Nix partition in the home directory. So when you update your Steam Deck, it wouldn't wipe out your Nix packages. I didn't want that. So it wasn't a traditional Nix install, but I don't even think you need to do all that. I need to probably do an update. I know that video performed like crap though. So maybe I'll just do it on like a live stream and just do like a clip of it and maybe like an article on christitus.com. How is Steam doing? Let's see. Where are we at? Same shit. I guess we can retry, but I don't know. This is an aggravating problem with Steam. Corrupt. Never gonna work. Uninstall and reinstall. I don't think it's a permissions issues. It shouldn't be. Let's see. Let's go media data. So we have this. Let's go into data, do a long listing, CD, Steam library. You can see we have write access and read access as Titus the user. This should work. Let's just check Steam apps. Just checking to see permissions. I don't see anything problematic here. Baldur's Gate. Nothing here. Well, let's go 8. Let's just close that. We're gonna just exit out of Steam, come back to here. Let's just remove Baldur's. Just dump that in the trash. We have that. Let's relaunch Steam. Since it launches now, I still think it's gonna do corrupt update files. Oh, man. It could be something with the file system structure too. I think it's with the root drive being XFS and that's what's causing problems. I really do. Oh, dang it. Yeah, NFS in Linux is super weird. Would not recommend that. Our Steam's log file's not helpful in there, so we can take a look. I don't think they are, but still worth looking at. So let's go into our data, Steam library, Steam apps, and let's go temp files maybe. Let's see, anything there? That's nothing. Come back a couple directories. Anything, is there a log file here? No log file. And compat data is gonna be, I don't think that's I don't, no, I'm not sure what this one is. Do we have Proton Tricks installed? Proton Tricks is actually pretty good at like troubleshooting Steam Proton based issues. Proton Tricks, I think it's in the official repos now. If not, we can add it. There it is, Proton Tricks, Steam Tricks. That's cool. Let's grab that. See, there's that install Steam. I hate the Steam installer, man. All right. Yeah, Wine Tricks gets installed with Proton Tricks. It's a dependency of it. So if we go Proton Tricks, let's go help. You could also do like TLDR Proton Tricks. So we have a GUI, we have listing. I think Proton Tricks listing. Proton Tricks -L. Steam installation directory could not be found. Well then. Do we need to specify? Let's see what the GUI gives us. Oh, okay, yeah, it's not going to give us anything. We'd have to specify the... It just doesn't want to play nice with Flatpak. The Flatpak Steam we have. Let's just see what this does. If it just says corrupt again, I think it's just a file issue. We can check the .steam. Let's see. We got 30 seconds left. Let's see if it corrupts again. Because I can install smaller games just fine. It's just Baldur's Gate that keeps corrupting on me. It could be because it's locally transferring from a Windows machine to a Linux machine. Maybe those transfer files from the local one is grabbing from my Windows machine inside that just is for gaming, and that could be causing the update corruption. It's an idea. It's a theory as well. So it could be file system. It could be a bad local transfer. It could be A lot of different things. Let's see if we can't find something a little more definitive than that, though. Let's go into Steam. Yeah, so the Steam isn't here, but if we go to the .var app, we should see a Steam in here, Valve. So this is a Flatpak version of Steam, and if we look at, log, let's just find log. So we have .local share Steam, config log. What are the logs we got? We got a lot of logs. Those are res. Let's just do find log. Let's just do find .log. What does that give me? That's logo, PNG. Yeah, but it keeps re-downloading the wrong corrupted files after every retry. Let's just do find log, .log, grep .log. Now, yeah, it's finding. Can we escape it with like a .log, or find? Let's see if we can't escape this with .log. No. My find alias is not liking this. Maybe let's quote .log. Nope. Find star.log. It's not accepting wildcards either. Oh, shoot. We could try .local. Locate log. We don't have locate command. We could install that. Locate. I think it's like, yeah, there's the locate command. I think we can just do a sudo update db. And then once you update the database, we should be able to locate .log. Oh, well. With that, grep Steam. Would it be under the web helper? Maybe. Have anything bad there? Failed, crash key. And show timestamps. But, interesting. Yeah, Windows version might be under program. Well, Steam is installed through a Flatpak, so it should be in this directory. Where is that? Probably under local share Steam. I'm kind of just guessing. Let's go to logs. It's where I'd put stuff if I was programming it. Last changed. I can't remember how to sort by last modified, but if we look on here, last modified system manager text is up there. Content _ log was probably the last changed. So let's just look vim content .log and let's see what we have here. Load failed for the VDF, that's the library folders. That's interesting. Look, library installs. Failed to get app data from WinUI. That's a warning though. I shouldn't. Probably just using Steam through here. Client version. Grabbing that. Looks like it's grabbing all the update chunks directly from the DFW steamcontent.com. Running update. Update required. Let's just go to the end. Okay, so we have this. Corruption chunk has blah, blah, blah at offset. One chunk's corrupt. In data virtual textures 891.15.4. Gustav pack and models pack. So there, it looks like 6 or 7 files are getting corrupted. And then it just drops them in there. So 7 out of 53 mismatch files. Update canceled. Doesn't really tell us anything other than it's corrupted. Yeah, let's look at transport client. Okay. Transport client. So this is the local transport. Doesn't really show much. Good to look up though. Yeah, it's updated on my gaming PC. So, I mean, shit, I just played it last night. what could it be then? For corrupting files. I feel like we should just wipe out everything. What do y'all think? I think it's a nuke it. I think it's a nuke it. I think we moved Arch. I think we nuke it and move on from old Debian. I love Debian. Don't get me wrong. I'm mad at myself. I'm mad at myself because if you look at how I did the drive, like a big dummy, I chose XFS. Why did I choose XFS? I don't know. I like drugs. I don't know. I mean, I mean, why? Why didn't I choose like BetterFS or ext4? Like both those options would have been widely supported, but I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just choose XFS. I'm almost positive it's something with that. Kind of threw a wrench in things. That, and I wanted to revitalize the Arch Titus project and really go into that as well. That's right. It was chat. It's all of you people. You people are the problem. It's your fault. You guys said XFS, and I said, okay. You guys, yeah, that sounds fun. That sounds entertaining. Let's choose something nobody else picks. This is what I get. This is what I get for listening to chat. It's your fault. Oh, man. All right. Well, damn it. So, yeah, let's move to Arch. I think that's what we do. We're just gonna do that. Oh, geez. Okay. Disappointed. Just disappointed. Well, it's 5:20 p.m. here right now. I know I got a late start. I'm sorry, guys. But I think we save this for Thursday. It's just depressing. But at the same time, I did want to revitalize Arch Titus. So, I mean, I think that'd be fun. So, yeah. Arch is the distro you hate to love. That's true. All right, well, if I do Arch, it's going to be later tonight. I got to go in, eat some dinner and other stuff coming up. So I think we do Arch because I'm looking back on my Arch Titus project, and I really kind of want to take my DWM Titus that we developed here in Debian, and I really want to move that into an Arch system. One, just to see how well it works, because so far I really love DWM, and I think we'll move it to Arch and then revitalize Arch Titus a bit. Might work on that a hair and just make it super fast. Like, I'm talking 3-minute install, because all I really need to install is Xorg and then DWM, which is roughly like 3 megs, and we'll be off to the races. It'll be freaking awesome. And then there'll probably be like 50 other things I need to do that I'm forgetting right now, but yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. I mean, it depends on what you want to do. I always say Debian and Arch. Debian and Arch, you can do pretty much anything. Debian, if you really want that stable packages with not much stuff moving around and you just want to set it and forget it kind of thing, Debian's pretty darn good for that. And I've really enjoyed Debian. But when you want to like that bleeding edge, like, hey, I want the new hotness, Arch is just so sexy. It's just sometimes it just doesn't treat you very well when you're updating all the time, and then something happens and you're like, ah, damn it. I am definitely going to limit my AUR. If I do like a from source build of like a Linux kernel through the AUR, please just slap me. Oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. You heard it here first. That's not going to happen. Although, you know, now that I think about it, we could do like the chaotic AUR repo, or what is it? Chaotic repo for Pac-Man. Add some more stuff there, so we're not technically using the AUR, but a third-party repo on Arch. That sounds fun. Till it's not. Oh, oh yeah. All right, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pimp out Arch, but instead of using the AUR, we're gonna use Pac-Man repos to expand it. That's gonna be hilarious, and I'm so gonna regret doing it. But you only live once. Let's do it. Why not use Nobara for Linux gaming? I'll tell you why you don't use Nobara for Linux gaming. It works too low. It works too well. How boring would that be? Install Nubara, launch Steam, and just have it work? Where's the fun in that? Like, if I wanted that, I would just use Windows. Oh, please don't clip that. All right, I think I'm going to end the stream here before I say anything worse than that right there. All right, y'all. I love you. I'll see you guys Thursday. We're gonna do some art shenanigans, 100%. Have a blast and kind of recreate what we got going on here once again, and then have everybody pop in a chat and say, "Holy crap! You're really reinstalling again? Didn't you just do this like last week?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but." All right, y'all. Peace. Oh, the Discord. If anybody wants Discord, let me get you the Discord link real fast. Do I have Discord installed? I never installed Discord. Dex got me. Thanks, Dex. Yeah. All right. I was like, damn it, not again. Gotta log in. We're gonna re-log into all that anyways. Yeah, it'll be fun. All right, y'all. Peace. Have a great one.